Live from Vatican City, Ines de la Cuetara. So Ines, the atmosphere, describe it to us right now as we look at these live pictures as the world continues to remember Pope Benedict XVI.
Hey, Kira. Yeah, so Pope Benedict XVI will be lying in state here at St. Peter's Basilica for 3 days before his funeral on Thursday. And we are starting to see thousands, tens of thousands coming out to pay their respects. So out here this morning, there was a long line of people snaking through St. Peter's Square and all the way down towards the Tiber River. It was people from all over, people of all ages. I met in line an American woman who was here with her son. They just happened to be here in Rome when news broke, and they felt it was important to come out and pay their respects. She had more conservative values and said that Pope Benedict was someone who shared her values. And so she wanted to come out and with her son thank Pope Benedict for his lifetime of devotion to the church. I also met a German man who was intent on speaking to me to tell me that as a German, he felt that Pope Benedict was the greatest German thinker of his time and the greatest pope. And so he had actually just come out from St. Peter's Basilica. He said it was very powerful being there, that he had bowed before the Pope, that he had been able to say his final farewell to Pope Benedict XVI. Lots of Italians here as well, so some Romans in line saying they felt it was their duty to come here because they live here. So really people from all over. As far as the numbers, I do think it's interesting to note, so the city of Rome was expecting 20 to 30,000 people to come out every day to see the Pope lying in state, and we are now learning, according to Vatican police, that that number was exceeded today. They're estimating close to 60,000 people, or upwards of 60,000 people came out to see the Pope lying in state.
Wow, and as you talk to so many of those people that just talk about his legacy and what they meant to him, this is uncharted territory. We haven't seen a funeral for a former pope in nearly 600 years, right? So tell us more about this, and do you think it could set a new precedent?
Yes, I mean, that's what's so interesting about this. I think that's why there's so much attention on this, because this is really unprecedented. He was the first pope in 600 years to resign back in 2013. He stepped down at the time, citing his advanced age and saying he was no longer in the best shape, both physically and mentally, to continue leading the church. And so when he passed, there was really no playbook for what would happen next. We didn't know, what it would look like, what his funeral would look like. Now we know he'll be lying in state. Then there will be a funeral on Thursday that will be presided over by Pope Francis. That is really significant because it'll be the first time in modern history that a sitting pope presides over a former pope's funeral. So very interesting there, and it could set a precedent, like you say. That's the big question. We'll have to see. But when you think about Pope Francis, he is someone whose health we've talked a lot about. We've repeatedly seen him appearing in a wheelchair. There was speculation this summer that he could step down, and we know Pope Francis and Pope Benedict had a special relationship. So based on that relationship, we could see Francis following Benedict's lead and also deciding to step down, Kira.
Well, we'll continue to follow all the celebration of life and, of course, the funeral on Thursday throughout the whole week, and be checking in with you. Ines de la Cuetara, thank you so much.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.